Hey, there we go. That's a lot better. Have a little, and our brisk Michigan weather is like 37 degrees here this morning. And started a little bit of a campfire. It's very small, but you can see it's smoldering a little bit. I just started. I thought I would put some nice ambience to our time together. Smells really nice. I love the smell of campfire. And got our bird feeders going here. We got a healthy group of squirrels here. All they do is camp out here and eat all day, it seems like. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. How's everyone doing today? So today, you guys, an interesting conversation for us for today. So we're going to talk today about perfectionism and self-forgiveness. And, you know, our mission is to make a difference in self-sufficiency, interdependence, and in a way with ourselves and the planet with nonviolence. Why would we have a conversation about perfectionism and self-forgiveness? Because having these types of conversations, it fundamentally frees us up to be in action, to be more wise, to be more kind, to be more loving to ourselves and our family, our neighbors, and the rest of humanity. And we make wiser decisions. So one of the things that there we go. It's picked back up. I got connection available again. So, and I ask you, what if you think about something that you have regrets about or were not perfect with, what might that be, and with who in your life, and how can you bring self-forgiveness or receive that? Maybe it wasn't your best game, or the fear, the level of fear was so high that you didn't have access to wisdom. Because when we can work with what's driving our fears and our anxieties, then we have a lot more freedom to be kind. I hear the birds. I think they agree. Um, so that was my thought for today was, how do I soften around the discomfort, the pain, the regret that I feel of not getting her teeth done? And I can look at this in so many ways in my business where I've made mistakes or I haven't completed things that were really important to complete. And um, how do I come to peace with that? How do I get clarity and peace with that? One is by talking about it and having awareness around it. Um, so, in the other thing too is around nonviolence. I just keep thinking about nonviolence, and how nonviolence. The way I relate to it is in, where we're in we act in our life in accordance with our own true nature or our own innate self, and with the planet too. That's what our company is all about, is that mission. And so yeah, I just think that's so essential to us having a planet that works, and that we stop blaming other people. Like, actually, just as I'm talking about it, I'm seeing how I blamed the doctor for my dog's teeth issue. Blame, but I blame the doctors. If the doctor didn't say that she could die, or if she got put under because she was older. So yeah, I've been blaming the doctor for that rather than saying, you know what, that's what stopped me, and what can I do now today? Um, Actually, that brings a little peace even as I say that. Because when we're blaming others, we have a world that does not work, and we have hostility and at so many levels, and in our families, in our business relationships with our coworkers, and our politics. And, I really do think healing is possible and change is possible. And when we can connect that deeply with ourselves, I saw something on Instagram this morning around in Australia. The forests are starting to heal, and there's new growth that they showed pictures in animals. And I kind of relate this to that. When we look at these things where we're being perfectionistic and forgiving ourselves, where we're in our really somewhat delusional thought process that we're wrong or we're bad or shame, then rather than looking at, okay, this is what happened, this is what I did do, this is what I didn't do, give ourselves the benefit of the doubt, saying if we could have done better, we would have, not in the sense of being more perfect, because perfectionism, the way I relate to it is always around trying to look good, and that's a big theme in my family, because we did have a lot of dysfunction, and of course we didn't want anybody to know about that. So looking good has been something that has been a major project in my life. So being more open is life softens, and this new growth happens, and I I see it in my business now. I'm in my life where there's new growth happening, and more sunshine and more gratitude. Yeah, and then fundamentally we have an interdependent, more loving world, and that's why we're focused on the areas that we can only focus on so many areas, but on interdependence, growing your own food, more self-sufficiency, less dependence, less blame, and for others, at others, and take responsibility for our life and our own happiness and our joy. And that's what we want to do. We want to bring more joy into the world with education and the products that we create, and with as a brand, to get out in the world that can make a positive difference and to be an example of the world that we want to be. I was even thinking about this morning too, even with marketing, and I recently looked at a product that I was interested in it because I want to get a phone holder with a light and stuff, because I want to start doing some video blogs with preparing different clean food recipes, and talking to a nonprofit group right now about doing that for their community, and how to create healthier, clean is a big thing, food and recipes, and how to source the ingredients, and to feed your family better food. And but so I looked at this thing, and I immediately go to, here's the thing, here, play a game to win a prize, and then it's, you got 3 minutes for the deal, and blah blah blah. And I just left the site, and it just has me really curious. What would it be like to just, I don't know. I don't have it fully articulated yet around that, but I just find it to be very interesting. So, and if people are commenting, because my signal is getting low, coming and going, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it right now on my phone. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that pretty much covers it for today. I'll give you another shot of a moment in nature. There's our compost bin. And then here's our bird feeders, and put stuff over here next to the fire pit over there too. You can see a little bit of corn on the ground. So